All right, you are welcome again. Okay, today let's take a look at this problem under polynomials. Okay, look at this. It said if p of x is equal to x raised to power 4 minus 3x cubed plus x squared minus 3x minus 5. Okay, if p of x is this, all right, yes, then use synthetic division to find p of 2 and p of minus 2. Okay, yes, if p of x is this, then use synthetic division to find p of 2 and p of minus 2. Good. All right, it's very simple. Please pay attention. You are simply asked to use uh synthetic division, all right, to find p of 2 and p of minus 2. What do we mean? Look at it from your long division table, right? Good. So what do we do here? We use the coefficient of p of x, the coefficient. But before we use the coefficient, we ask ourselves a very important question. From the polynomial given to us, p of x, is there any missing term? Look at it. Is there any missing term? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, there's no missing term. Good. So we go ahead and fix the what? The coefficient of x in this p of x in our division table. Okay, we're going to put it like this. You see the way it is? Yes. So the next thing we do is we have for p of 2, then 2 is going to be our divisor. Now for p of 2, 2 is going to be our what? Our divisor. Now for those of you don't know how we get these numbers that we place under this division table, for this x raised to power 4, right? What is the coefficient of x raised to power 4 is 1. That's why we have this 1. And then minus 3x raised to power 3. So the coefficient of x raised to power 3 is minus 3. That's why we have this minus 3. And then x squared, the coefficient of x squared is 1. That's why we have this one. And then coefficient of x is minus 3. That's why we have this 3 minus 3. And then the coefficient of x raised to power 0 is minus 5. So I think it's clear now, right? Good. Now we draw a line. All right. Yes. Now we bring down this 1. Bam. You see the 1? Yes. So, here we place our p of 2, our divisor. So we are going to say 2 times this 1 that we brought down is going to give us 2. Then we're going to write it below minus 3. Are we together? We're going to write it below what? Minus 3. So when we say 2 times 1, it's going to give us minus 2. Then we write it below minus 3. Then we add. We say minus 3 plus 2 is going to give us minus 1. You get? Yes. Now this minus 1 that we have multiplied by our divisor up is going to give us minus 2. Then this minus 2, we write it below 1. Do you see it? Yes. Then we add 1 plus this minus 2 is going to give us minus 1. Right? Yes. Then this our result, which is minus 1, multiplied by our divisor, which is 2, is going to give us minus 2. Then we add. We say minus 3 plus minus 2. Here we have minus 3 minus 2. It's going to give us minus 5, right? So when we say minus 5, which is our result now, multiply by our divisor up, it's going to give us minus 10. Are we together? It's going to give us what? Minus 10. Then we'll write the minus 10 under minus 5. Then we will see, when we add together now, minus 5 plus minus 10 is going to give us minus 15. Then we underline this last one. This last one is now the what? The remainder. Are we together? Yes. So here we have 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 3, right? Yes. Now the p of x that we have is x raised to power what? 4. Are we together? Then we reduce this power by what? By 1. So we are going to have p of 2 is now x raised to power 3 minus x raised to power 2 minus x minus 5. Are we together? You see these results that we obtain: 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 5. Okay, that is the coefficient of the new result, or the quotient that we have now. The quotient that we have now, right? Yeah, so here we say that p of 2 is what? S cube. How do we get this s cube? From the first one in our p of x, where we have x raised to power 4, we reduce it by the power of 1, right? Yes, that's why we have x cube. Then the next one is minus 1. Then we have minus x squared. Next one again minus x. Then the next one is minus 5. Then minus the remainder now, which is 15 all over x minus 2. All over what? X minus 2. How do we get this minus x minus 2? When we say x minus 2 equal to 0, we're going to have x is equal to 2. That gives us p of 2. That gives us what? P of 2. All right. So when we take 2 back, we're going to have x minus 2. Are we together? So when we use synthetic division to obtain p of 2, p of 2 is x cubed minus x squared minus x minus 5 minus 15 all over x minus 2. Are we together? Yes. Now let's go. The second one, for p of minus 2. P of what? Minus 2. What do we have? As usual, we see our table, our long division table. We place the what? The coefficient of p of x, right? And then our divisor minus 2, right? Yes. Then we draw a line. Then the next thing, we bring down this first one, we bring it down. Then this one that we brought down, multiply by our divisor, which is minus 2, is going to give us minus 3. Then we write it under minus 3. Then we add. We say minus 3 plus minus 2 is going to give us minus 5. Then this minus 5 that we have now, right? Yes. Multiply by our divisor, which is minus 2. We have minus 5 times minus 2. It's going to give us positive 10, right? Yes. Then we add together. When we add, we're going to have 1 plus 10. It's going to give us 11, right? Yes. Now this 11 that we have now, multiply by our divisor, which is minus 2. It's going to give us minus 22. Then we write it under minus 3, right? Yes. Then we add together. We have minus 3 plus minus 22. We're going to have minus 3 minus 22 is going to give us minus 25. Are we together? Yes. Then minus 25 multiplied by our divisor, which is minus 2, is going to give us positive 50. Then this positive 50, we're going to write it under minus 5. Okay, here under minus 5. Then we add together. We have minus 5 plus 50. It's going to give us 45. Then we underline this 45 as the remainder. Okay, good. Then we do as usual again. We have 1 minus 5, 11, 25, right? Is the coefficient of the quotient. Okay, the coefficient of the what? Of the quotient. And then the real p of x, the leading term, which is x raised to power 4, right? We're going to subtract 1 from the power, okay? And then fix in the x in this coefficient that we have in our quotient now, right? Good. That means we're going to say that our p of minus 2 is equal to, in this place we have 1, it's going to give us s cubed. Then in this place we have minus 5, it's going to give us minus 5x squared. And then plus, in this place we have 11, it's going to give us 11x. Then in this place we have 25 minus 25, going to give us minus 25 plus the remainder now, which is 45 all over x plus 2. How do we get this x plus 2? You remember when you say x plus 2, when you equate it to 0, we're going to have x is equal to minus 2. And this minus 2 we have now is what we have as p of minus 2. Are we together? Yes. So therefore, when p of x is x raised to the power 4 minus 3x cubed plus x squared minus 3x minus 5, when we use synthetic division to find p of 2 and p of minus 2, well, we are going to have p of 2 is going to give us x cubed minus x squared minus x minus 5 minus 15 all over x minus 2. And then p of minus 2 is going to give us x cubed minus 5x squared plus 11x minus 25 plus 45 all over x plus 2. Are we together? Yes. Thank you very much for watching our video. Please, if you are new to our YouTube channel, do us a favor, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you have not. Okay, stay blessed. Let's take more examples.